Governor Aminu Bello Masari's life has been a journey like no other. From an orphan to a renowned politician whose reign is categorized as a symbol of unity, continuity and respect to human dignity.
Generally as a leader, this is someone that is unassuming, down to earth, always available for people to meet him.
His service to the nation and Katsina State has earned him an unwavering respect of his people. As a public figure, Governor Aminu Bello Masari has weathered criticism and sorrows. He has also enjoyed great heights of an unprecedented popularity.
What is important in life is not about never falling, but the ability to pick up after the fall.
At a very early age, he enrolled as a civil servant and later a politician who devoted his life to the service of his people.
The first and fundamental pledge which we made in 2015 was to govern with atmosphere of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
He is a genuine figure, a devoted Muslim, a father and a leader, so respected for his resolve to restore dignity of his state in the eyes of the world.
It is true, I lost my father when I was only 2 years 14 days. Every time I could remember we were going out, she would tell us this. Look, we have no father, so if we meet any father, admonition, advising, listen.
The governor has brought new trends of openness within the government and its people and has kept his administration relevant in the changing world. Long live the governor. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust in them. For Aminu Bello Masari, it is the combination of the three. Born on 29th May 1950 in Masari town of Afur local government area of Katsina State, the then young and promising Aminu Bello started his educational career at Masari Primary School in 1957 and later proceeded to Malumfashi Primary School, where he obtained his first school-leaving certificate in 1963. From 1964 to 1968, Aminu Bello was at Government Secondary School, Funtua, for his secondary education.
Sometimes in 1964, when all of us passed secondary school exam from different parts of the province at that time, I went to secondary school Funtua from Katsina, and he came to secondary school Funtua from Masari. So that's how we met as a Form 1 students of 1964 intake.
Aminu Masari ya tashi a matsayin shi yana maraya, don lokacin da ya taso mahaifin shi Alhaji Umaru Audi ya rasu, ya bar shi a hannun Bello da kuke ji yana amsawa. Shi ya rika shi a matsayin dan shi ko mai kulawa da shi.
Babban yayanmu shi ya fara sa shi firamare, wani wanda ake ce mishi mai unguwa dan yaro, ubanmu ɗaya da shi ya fara sa shi makaranta. Yayin da Allah ya sa ni kuma na dan fara dan dagowa na kai wasu ɗan shekaru, sai aka ce ya je ya canza mashi suna tun yana firamare ta Kafur, a mai da shi Aminu Bello, kar a bar shi Aminu dan yaro.
Mai taɓa wani ya ɓata ma wani rai ba, kuma baya so uwar shi ya ga ta yi duguni. Ce ba komai, in na girma ba abin da ba zan maki ba, ki haƙuri. Haka yi taso yin nuna. Kuma shi bai san uban shi ba. Ya ce da mamanmu, waye kama da ubana Hajiya, gani in ji daɗi. da ta kwatanta musu ta ce Bello ƙafafun shi na babanka ne.
Aminu Bello Masari began his civil service career at the North Central State Water Board as technical assistant in 1969. After attending the necessary training program, he was promoted to the position of Assistant Works Superintendent from 1972 to 1973. Through hard work and dedication to duty, Aminu Bello Masari rose to the rank of Chief Procurement Officer at the then Kaduna State Water Board. This commitment to the service of the Water Board made the government to sponsor him to attend the Middlesex Polytechnic in the United Kingdom, where he obtained a postgraduate diploma in 1987.
Perception or understanding of life in whatever capacity one finds himself is about struggle and being consistent, and also it's about loyalty to the system. You have to persevere to survive, especially when I look at my background. I came from a village, not from an influential or wealthy family, but I was able to make it to this position without a good father. I have leaders, definitely, that I respect.
It's the way he takes his job. Whatever position you give him, he take it religiously.
Zaman mu na Huntuwa akwai sanda nake tashi ni in raka shi mutai mai ruwa mu ga mun hawo wani tsoro na ruwa. Akwai radda muka hau tare da shi kamar ruwa ma zai dauke shi.
Ani ina ganin duk wasu matasa na kirki masu tarbiyya masu da'a dama ya kamata su koyi da irin halayen su Dallatin Katsina, gwamnan Katsina Aminu Bello Masari, domin duk wanda ya koyi da halayen shi in Allah ya da zai zauna lafiya kuma rayuwar shi za ta kyau.
With the creation of Katsina State in 1987, Alhaji Aminu Bello Masari was transferred to Katsina State Water Board, where he was appointed as Katsina District Manager of the State Water Board. His outstanding performance as the district manager in the provision of potable water to various parts of Katsina metropolis and its environs, despite the increase in the population following the creation of the state, attracted the attention of the government to elevate him to the position of Assistant General Manager Operation at the State Water Board in 1991.
We were nominated to attend a course, Assistant Works Superintendent Water Supply. And then we were promoted. After finishing the course, we were promoted to Works Superintendent, to Senior Works Superintendent, to Chief Works Superintendent, to Principal Works Superintendent. This process, up to the time when he was appointed District Manager for Puntua Water Supply, and I was appointed District Manager Dora Water Supply. Then he was brought to the district the headquarters as Director of Operations.
In 1992, when political activities were reintroduced by the administration of the then military president Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, Alhaji Aminu Bello Masari retired from service and joined politics, where he contributed immensely to the success of his party, NRC, and was later appointed by the then governor of Katsina State, His Excellency Alhaji Saeed Barda, as Honorable Commissioner of Works, Housing and Transport, a position which ushered him to an excellent political career.
The governor then, Alhaji Barda, decided to have a commissioner from Kabul, and our names were sent. And of the names that were sent, I was lucky. I was the one that was choosing. So that's how I came into politics. And from there, I picked up after the coup of Rosana Abacha. he convened a constitutional conference. Some were elected, some were nominated. I contested Malum Fashi Kafur Danja constituency, and I was elected to represent a constitutional conference. And from there we had a political association under late General Sheikh Musa Yaradua of blessed memory.
And we started becoming close when we formed an association called Katsina State Forum. So we had series of meetings and at that forum where we organized pre-constitutional conference here in Katsina under his leadership. We invited scholars and indigenes of Katsina State dignitaries like late Bala Usman, late Yaradua, late Hassan Usman Katsina, and quite a number of prominent people to present papers that we thought could guide those going for the constitutional conference.
His open-mindedness and close relationship with the electorate persuaded the people of Malum Fashi, Afur and Danja government areas to consider Honorable Aminu Bello Masari as the right choice and elected him to represent them at the Constitutional Conference in 1993. With the return of democracy in 1999, the people of Malum Fashi Afur Federal Constituency equally elected Alhaji Aminu Bello Masari as the honorable member under the People's Democratic Party (PDP) to represent them at the Federal House of Representatives. His good representation on issues related to the development of his constituency, Katsina State and Nigeria as a whole, while at the House, convinced his constituents to re-elect him to serve the same position in 2003, where he subsequently became the Speaker of the Honorable House of Representatives.
I have known him from 1999 when I came to the house. We came to the house together and I stayed with him. Not that close at that material time between 1999 to 2003. But I became so close to him shortly after he emerged as a speaker. And then I emerged as the house leader. My emergence as the house leader, over 70% of it was because the speaker stood his ground.
He's able to see things in many dimensions. That was why we navigated the turbulence in National Assembly together. We were able to go through the most difficult time in National Assembly.
See how clean and, undentable, Masari was, and it still is. I'm not saying we were dented, but ours was a political allegation. Nigeria has not finished with Bello. Nigeria has not finished with Bello, and he should not also finish with Nigeria because he still has a role to play.
Right Honorable Aminu Bello Masari would be remembered for his transparent and exemplary leadership as well as open-door policy while at the helm of affairs of the lower chamber of the National Assembly, which ensured the hitherto crisis-ridden House to live in peace and harmony throughout his 4-year tenure as its Speaker.
He was a leader that defined leadership through his integrity, through his selflessness, through his transparency, and maybe I could even say something that could testify to that. I recall that the statutory budget for the office of the Speaker at that time was 650 million. And he said, and I will quote him here, that he was not going to be an executive speaker of the House of Representatives. So he was not going to use 650 million to run his office. That he was going to run his office with half of that budget.
when we got elected, he said to me, Deputy, we aspire to be comfortable, yes, but will not touch the resources of the house. He said that much to me. We will not touch the resources. I said, yes, Mr. Speaker, I am with you. And all that, because most times for politicians and human beings, the point of disagreement and acrimony starts with money, management of resources. And once he clearly spelled it out that we would not be part of it, we were 50%, we had a 50% stability in the house. We were sure.
He brought us close, despite the fact that he was more advanced in age, and we happened to be colleagues in the house. He brought us very close, and he was monitoring our progress and mentoring us in the House of Representatives, and he treated us with every respect. He gave us tasks that were very, very important for the Parliament, for the House of Reps, and for the country.
One of the things I can say, which is the most important, is an embodiment of humility.
Initially, I was not really comfortable with the degree of his patience. I thought it was too much. But later, when I discovered how that tolerance in him, that patience, earns him a lot of respect and acceptability among people, then I feel it was not really out of place.
Worthy of note is the manner in which he led the House to make several legislations that identified with the yearnings and aspirations of Nigerians, as well as the scuttling of some anti-democracy policies of President Obasanjo, including the infamous third-term bids, a feat which endeared him to Nigerians and made Right Honorable Masari to be the best speaker the House of Representatives ever produced, who defended Nigeria's democracy to the detriment of his personal aggrandizement.
Since I have learned that no matter who you are, no matter the background, you cannot miss your destiny. You can't miss it. What is yours will come to your face, no matter what. Because of all the people who have parents who have all the care, I was supposed to even surpass them even at a junior primary school. When we came to senior secondary school, I was among those who were lucky to go to secondary school without guidance, because you need guidance, but guidance was not there. I was looking for an opportunity even to run away from school. I was looking for that opportunity. But my mother, she was a very strong person.
The governor is often described as a bridge builder, even within his family, a habit that endeared him to many. His closest friends testify the reality of his uniqueness in tolerance, hard work, simplicity, and generosity.
He's a man of honor. He's a man of honor. A simple and God-fearing personality. I mean, his character that I love the best is that he accommodates everybody.
Alhaji Aminu Bello Masari participated in so many conferences, workshops and seminars within and outside the country, as a result of which he gathered vast experiences in almost all spheres of life. In 2015, Right Honorable Aminu Bello Masari became the governor of Katsina State, courtesy of the landslide victory of his party, the All Progressives Congress APC, in an election which the party swept all the elective posts that were under the PDP in the state.
It has taught me that things are simple, and to be compassionate on those that do not have means, not only parents. We may have parents, but they don't have means. And so what do we do, what do I do to help public institutions? Because it is only through public institutions that the children of the poor will get opportunity.
His first term as the executive governor of Katsina State was marked by the execution of series of people's-oriented policies and programs which earned him the name of People's Governor. This can be attested to in the administration's restoration policies in education, healthcare, agriculture, water supply, as well as in addressing major ecological problems besides the provision of roads and rural infrastructures. Women and youth of Katsina State never had it so good like during Governor Masari-led administration, considering the various empowerment programs initiated to better their lives. The good governance exhibited by Governor Masari during his first term in office made him to garner tremendous support of the electorate, including people from the opposition parties, and this ensured his success in running the affairs of the state.
We have also seen how he has been able to carry along people in the states, both politicians and civil servants. You could see that everyone is happy with his leadership.
Bello Masari is a gentleman. He's so patient, a very kind man, and there at the same time as a very simple man, a man who always tolerates forgo whatever has happened.
So we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving us Malam Aminu as a husband and Baba Aminu as a father.
Is humble person and sincere person. Yes, my advice here, I think so, to my husband. I'm likely the way he do. All the time I advise him to do, or maybe more, about the people.
The People's Governor was re-elected in 2019 general elections for the second term and was the only governor in the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory Abuja to be re-elected with more than 1 million votes in the election, and this earned him recognition as the 1 million votes governor in the country. The second term of Governor Masari came at a time when parts of the state were ravaged by the menace of banditry and kidnapping, but due to his leadership skills in dealing with people in a sensitive and tactful way, it made him to visit the suspected perpetrators in their real settings, and subsequently, a peace initiative was reached which yielded positive result in restoring peace and tranquility in the affected areas.
And we signed an MOU for the 7 states to work together on all of these issues, and it's work in progress. We were working together as a team, and we're also addressing the issues of security and challenges that we're having as a team under his leadership and guidance.
In recognition of the relentless services he rendered to the country, Right Honorable Aminu Bello Masari received the National Award of Honor as the Commander of the Federal Republic of Nigeria CFR in 2005 by the then President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces Federal Republic of Nigeria, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. Back home in Katsina State, the late Emir of Katsina, Alhaji Dr. Muhammadu Kabir Usman CFR, found Right Honorable Aminu Bello Masari a worthy son of the soil who contributed immensely to the development of not only the Katsina State Emirate and the state at large, but the country in general, and bestowed on him a prestigious title of Dallatun Katsina. Similarly, His Royal Highness the Emir of Daura Alhaji Farooq Umar Farooq also conferred in him the title of Matawalan Hausa, while the Yobe Emirate bestowed on him the title of Shatiman Alama. Right Honorable Aminu Bello Masari is also the Eyindo #1 of Ebuana Edida in the eastern part of the country. Other traditional titles conferred on His Excellency Right Honorable Aminu Bello Masari from the other parts of the country include the title of Akinja Gumoluwa of the Souls conferred on him by the late Oni of Ife Oba Sijuade Akunade, among others.
The academic community was not left behind in finding Alhaji Aminu Bello Masari worthy of conferment with honorary doctorate degrees. These include honorary doctorate degrees of letters, honoris causa by the Federal University of Agriculture, Makurdi, Benue State, University of Nigeria, Nsukka, and Hound Edge University of Benin Republic. Similarly, he received the United States Congressional Commendment Award by the Georgia Legislative Black Caucus. He was also inducted into the Africa Leadership Hall of Fame by the African Leadership magazine. The Sun newspaper, also by decision of its editorial board, found Aminu Bello Masari as the most suitable for the 2016 Courage in Leadership Award. Besides, His Excellency, the Governor of Katsina State, received the year 2017 Zik Prize and Leadership Award on Good Governance in April 2018. Also in December 2018, the Governing Council of Al-Hilma University, Ilorin, awarded an honorary doctorate degree, honoris causa, on political science and conflict resolution.
You see, so he is completely different. That's why his friends for over 40, 50 years are still around him, and asking God to guide him, to protect him, and most importantly, to give him good health. And I wish that Allah should give him long life and continuous prosperity.
History of the third term is actually properly written by those who know, by the political actors. Masari's name will remain in gold. He will remain indelible. Because if he had succumbed to the pressure put on him by interest group, particularly powerful group in Nigeria and in northern Nigeria, Obasanjo would have had that third term. And at that material time, when he was leading the House, he was the Speaker of the House, together with some of us, he had that kind of leverage with members to say, oh, let's give this old man a chance. Let's give him third term. But the more we discuss third term, the more he called us behind closed doors and say, this is the way to go about third term.
I wish him all the very best. He is a leader that I am very proud of.
And I wish him more opportunities to serve our fatherland.